Mm. Hey, Joanne, your favorite breath coach here. How are you? I had a few questions come in about box breathing, also known as square breath, which is also known as 4x4 breath, and why I do not recommend it as the place to start for stress and or anxiety relief. About 5 years ago, I used to get panic attacks, caused in part by medication. But my life at that point also carried a fair amount of stress, and the medication just really kind of pushed it over the top. And at the time, I was an owner operator of a small restaurant in a small town, and we had the most amazing customers, but it still was not a place for panic attacks. And because my customer satisfaction and contentment was always at the top of my list, I spent a huge amount of time scouring the internet for help or options to just get through the day. It was to make a very long story short. Box breathing was the first search that I came across, and it was supposed to help with the anxiety relief. Well, crap! If it didn't make it worse, I thought I was doing it wrong. Seriously, I can count to four. I can. I can. I know how to count to four. I ran a restaurant. I know how to count. But after several attempts, I was still having panic attacks and I just couldn't figure it out. So I took my research to a different angle. And in that, I found out the correlation between anxiety and how we breathe, or rather, how we don't breathe. One of the key factors in a major anxiety attack is that we start holding our breath, even though we may not be aware of it when we're doing it, which is why I also start with breathe out first. Some of the other physical aspects of an anxiety attack, and let me know if you have felt any of these. Some are like a headache, tense shoulders, upset stomach, or chronic indigestion, freaky emotional ups and downs, the total feeling of lack of control. And yeah, there are a few other things. So the issue for me with the 4x4 breath was the hold at the bottom. Sorry, warm coffee. Gotta love it. To clarify, 4x4 breathing, box breathing, is to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. And it was this last hold at the bottom that started the anxiety attack feeling, and subsequently why I thought I was doing it wrong. I mean, like, this was supposed to help with the anxiety, not start an attack. You know what I mean? So, as I started to pay attention to my body, and during the panic attacks, which was not easy in any way, shape, or form, I noticed that I was holding my breath. And that's when I had this ding, ding, ding moment. And then I started talking to others with anxiety and found out that they could not do the 4x4 breath either. Same problem. Felt like a panic attack was actually starting. And this is what we were trying our best to avoid feeling. Because when it starts, so anyway, I just then decided to start playing around with different ways to breathe. And I used box breathing as a stepping stone. I started with a breath in for 4, a hold for 1, breath out for 4, hold for 1. And when that became comfortable, I moved up to 4 in, hold 2, 4 out, hold 2. And of course, when that was comfortable, I switched to a 3 count on the hold, and then subsequently to a 4 count on the hold. I'm going to be perfectly honest, it was a bit of a challenge in the beginning. And I did stick with it, not because I thought it was the only thing available, but I did not want to continue living with panic attacks. And so over time, it got easier. It's like everything else, right? Having worked with so many people now, this is not my first choice for those with high anxiety or high stress. There are other options, and I've come across a few. Some of them you can use right here, right now, when you need it most. And the bottom line here, in my opinion, is that box breathing is great for helping with stress, but if you have high stress or strong or even severe panic attacks, I would recommend something else. But if you want to try it, please go ahead, try it. But work up to it. And if you can, work with someone who already knows breathing and someone who has had experience with stress and anxiety or panic attacks. This will make your healing so much easier. I really wish I had had that kind of help at the time. Really, really. The thing to remember is that your breath is always with you. You don't have to open an app. You don't have to sit in a meditative position for an extended period of time. And you don't need any special equipment. The best thing to do to start is to pay attention as to what's causing the attack. Notice the clues in your body before the attack, because your body will always give you a clue. And practice, 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 practice. Remember, you did not get to learn to write in one sitting. You did not learn to walk in one attempt. You did not learn your current job in one day. So please, 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 please give yourself a moment's grace to learn to breathe with your body for your best benefits. There's a lot more I could say, but for now, if you have questions, please leave a comment or email me. Information is in the description box. And if you found any value in this at all, please share with your friends and family, because you know sharing is caring. And I send you so much love and healing. Please, please, please remember, be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You are the most important project you will ever have the privilege of working on. I send you much love and light and healing.